Well, progress continues in Houston. Nearly all of the city's stoplights are operational now, and residents in most areas are assessing the damage and beginning the cleanup. Houston's mayor says his city is open for business, but it will be some time before life returns to normal there.
How much of the city is operational? How many businesses do you feel like can open? How many people do you feel like can go back to work, etc.? What is the goal for Tuesday morning?
Well, the goal is to open up, of course, for example, like City Hall. We return to a full functional day on Tuesday. The school systems will not open, not all of them. That scheduled date is September the 11th. But the airport is now open. The Port of Houston, the port is now open.
Joining us now, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Lieutenant Governor Patrick, the figures are astounding. 500,000 flooded cars in the Houston area. Of course, dozens of people dead. But the city is bouncing back, it would appear.
It is, John. I can tell you it normally takes me about 40 minutes to get to the studio. It took about an hour and a half today. Everyone is back on the roads. Now, part of that is because some of our roads are choked off and traffic is focused in smaller areas. But Houston is open, as is most of the state. We are, at this point, looking at a recovery that will take weeks for some, months for others, years to totally get back to a new normal. But we are back up at work. And I'll tell you, part of it, John, is the volunteers out there. First of all, our responders have done an incredible job. We have 16,000 military still working. Now they're kind of into distributing food and helping people as opposed to rescue, although we still have a few rescues in the Beaumont area. But we are back up and working. But our volunteers, I know at my church, I go to Second Baptist in Houston. It's a big church. We have 10,000 volunteers out helping people tear out sheetrock and carpet and rebuild their homes. And churches all across the community are doing that. So we're working hard to get back to a new normal, but it's going to be a while, and people will have to be patient as they go through this process. 200,000 to 300,000 homes, John, have to be repaired. We still have our biggest problems right now are in Beaumont, where water will be out for weeks and power is out. But yesterday we had 400 roads closed in the whole state affected by the storm. We're down to about 100 today, so we're making improvement quickly.
I know you have thousands of people from other parts of Texas, other states even, who have come in with their utility vehicles, their boats. They are doing pardon me, just tremendous work in helping out the people of Houston. What do you need right now? What do you say to America? What are your needs?
Well, we need money. I will tell you, I don't want people to not continue to give to redcross.org or Samaritan's Purse or another fine charity. Because a lot of our people, John, didn't have flood insurance. Some people in flood areas didn't have it, should have it if they live in a flood area. But many people were impacted this time, John, that had never flooded before, so they didn't have flood insurance. There are people who have lost everything in their lives. Right now, our total expenditures on the storm so far are just about $550 million. That's state and local dollars. As Governor Abbott said the other day, and I agree with, by the time this is over, this will be $150 billion or more to rebuild our infrastructure, rebuild our homes, to get people back to work. Our schools, as you heard in that clip from the mayor earlier, our schools are just beginning to open. Many of our school districts in Houston, I think the third largest in the country, about 35 or 40% of their schools had damage. There's one school in Northwest Houston, Kingwood High, that will be closed all year. So our school system has been hit hard, our infrastructure hit hard, our homes have been hit hard, and the people have been hit hard. But John, I've never seen such a spirit of can-do, not only on the face of the volunteers who are now moving from rescue in boats to rescue with hammers and nails and ripping out sheetrock, but a can-do attitude by the people who have been impacted. Obviously, I said this on Fox last week from the Tale of Two Cities. It's the worst of times and the best of times. And make no mistake, people are suffering. But I've never seen a spirit. And Texas has a great spirit, a great entrepreneurial spirit, a can-do spirit, a come-and-take-it spirit. And we're looking at the storm of Harvey as it has gone and said, you didn't take anything from us. You may have set us back for a while, but we'll be bigger and we'll be better and we'll be stronger. We're all one. And we appreciate, John, people all over the country who have come to volunteer, greatly appreciate it, the money they're giving, and 43 states sent personnel here to help us.
The nation
it's been an incredible effort.
The nation is wrapping its arms around your city and your state. Governor Dan Patrick, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick of Texas, thank you.
Thank you, John. We pray for Florida and Puerto Rico and all those areas, and we hope that storm moves off to the Atlantic and doesn't do damage like it's done here to Texas.
Thank you, sir.